Alright, this is a short video on procrastination, and I'll talk about everything I did to eliminate it from my life. This was my biggest problem that I had ever since I was a small kid in school. I was in sixth grade, and I always used to sit down on my desk and I just couldn't work at all. I was thinking about XYZ. I didn't know these things. Nobody taught me how to study. Nobody taught me how to focus. Nobody taught me these things. School doesn't teach you these important, crucial things. All they teach you is physics, chemistry, maths, history, geography, and all of that shit. Nobody teaches you how to study, how to focus, how to not procrastinate. And I was there. Nobody taught me how to not procrastinate, how to get the work done. I always used to think about these toppers who were studying so hard and they were getting straight A's every single time, like full out of full. And I didn't get it. I didn't realize. I thought they were like aliens. I didn't know. I was a failure my whole life. At the end, when I was in 10th, 11th, 12th grade, I got control over my life and I stopped procrastinating and I became the topper, the straight A student. So, how do you stop procrastination and how did I do it? Number one is always and always going to be brain points. This is a concept I learned a few years ago and it has completely changed my life. Brain points is basically the level of energy you have. Every single day you wake up with a particular number of brain points, meaning you wake up with a certain level of energy and everything you do, everything, a thought, an action, you waking up to an alarm, you listening to music, you watching a video, you scrolling on your phone, everything takes energy away from you. You working, you doing something, you going to the gym, working out, whatever it might be. It takes energy from you. So, brain points is something that you wake up with depending on your health. Entrepreneurs and successful people, their health is optimized. They have muscular physiques. Their brain is sharp because they're eating something that is making them sharper. And they're waking up with much higher levels of brain points than us. Average person, let's say we wake up with 150 brain points. What do? We wake up, we scroll on our phone, or we wake up to an alarm. We lost like 20 brain points immediately. Then we go and we think about what are we going to eat for breakfast? What are we going to do today? What are we going to work on today? Is it something special or what kind of food I will eat in the lunch? These are the thoughts we are getting as average people. And what do you think happens? You're losing energy. Like the work you wanted to do, the most important work that required so much of your energy from you, the most difficult, intensive work task, how do you think you will do that? When you're wasting your energy and brain points 10, 20, 30, 5, 2, 3 here and there randomly on BS things that doesn't even matter. What will you wear for today? What kind of shoes will you wear? Doesn't matter. It's just taking energy from you. Just decide that at the end of the day, every single day for the next day. You're going to the gym. Why do you have to decide on what are we going to wear or what are we going to do? What exercise are we going to do? Just write down everything and just follow that written thing you have written down. Automate everything else in your life. Don't waste your brain powers on these things that doesn't even matter. So what happens was I was waking up, doing all of these things, having a huge morning routine, eating breakfast. It takes energy from you when you're digesting food. So you're not empty stomach, you're not fasted. So your brain is working slower. You're probably eating oats and carbs in the morning. So your brain is again working slower. You're doing all of these things. You're thinking so much. So your brain is slower. Your brain is occupied with other things and it is taking energy away from you. So this is what I did. I realized the concept of brain points and I started implementing it. And how did I do it? I woke up at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, started working, nothing else. All of it, all the morning routine, all the gym workout, all of the thoughts disappeared. And I just started working on the most demanding, the most crucial task for that day. And my productivity skyrocketed. So if you're procrastinating on something, some important work task, eat the frog is the productivity tactic that will save you. ETF, eat the frog. And I want you to remember this for the rest of your life. I'm not going to explain the details of it, but I'm going to tell you this. You do the hardest task first thing in the morning, right after waking up. 90 seconds, go take some water, go to the washroom, come back, open your laptop, work. That's it. If you're dealing with procrastination, this is your solution. That's what I did. I was in university. I was procrastinating with work every single day. What did I do? I woke up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning and I started working on the most demanding task. I knew this task that was in the back of my mind. And I was just like, let me email or let me read a book or let me do this or X or Y or Z, not the main task. So this is what happens when you have less brain points, and the most demanding task requires 100 BP brain points, and you have wasted so much brain point in the morning that you now have left like 60, 70 brain points. You will come up with excuses to not do the hard work. That's why it feels so hard at the end of the day to do the most important work you wanted to do. So when you're procrastinating, when you're like, oh, I'll do that thing at the end of the day, just understand this: you won't do it because you don't have energy to do it, because you wasted energy on other things. And the main important task you want to do takes a lot of energy, takes the whole of you, takes your entire focus. And when you have eaten, thought about a billion things, got ideas, worked on stupid things that doesn't even matter, replying to emails, replying to people, and then you want to do the hard work, you won't be able to do it. You will be like, let me do this other task. Let me do that thing, which is probably not that important at the moment. And then afterwards, I will do the main thing. That's not how it works. That is never going to work out for you. So you need to understand that. First thing should be the most intensive, the most crucial task for that day: eat the frog. Next thing is perfectionism. And I am dealing with this right now at this moment. So I'm going to be completely authentic with you. Perfectionism is the main problem I'm dealing with. So I had this entire setup for me. And so I could have started YouTube way earlier, like 1 year ago, if I didn't have a problem that is with perfectionism. And this problem is so deep rooted into me. I want to do everything in the perfect way. And now I just realize it's just another form of procrastination. It's just me saying, I'll do this if I got that. I'd do this if I got a camera. I'll do this if I got a better mic, all of that. But then you'll still not do it because you'll find other ways that you want to do first. I'll learn editing a video I'll learn motion graphics in order to make my videos like Iman Gaji or like fucking the best YouTubers in the world. You can't do that in day one. You will be bad at the beginning. You can't expect perfectionism at the very first time you're trying something out. You're going to be incredibly bad, so bad that everybody is going to cringe. You are going to cringe at yourself. Why am I even doing this? I'm so bad at it. But no, that's not it. It's about being regular, being consistent, and learning and growing slowly. It's not about going and becoming the best speaker in the world day one. I wasn't like this. I wasn't speaking like this when I was starting my university. I was very bad at communication and I was shy and I was introverted. So you need to understand you're not going to be some extremely skilled person when you start at a skill. You're going to be shit, and that is fine. Next thing is lack of purpose or having too many goals. So I had a problem, and that problem was making too many goals. Every new year, I would have a list of goals that I want to follow. It was so stupid. I would literally make goals about learning about different countries, learning languages. I didn't care about them. That wasn't my purpose. Yeah, it would be nice to know languages and learn other cultures, but that wasn't my purpose. I wanted to do bodybuilding. I wanted to do computer science, and I wanted to create content as well. And I wanted to do so many things, and I didn't do any of them. I wasted so many years of my life because I had too many goals. So essentialism will save you. Essentialism is the disciplined pursuit of less. You need to establish one, two, or three areas of your life you want to work at, and that is it, nothing else. Mike Tyson isn't good at singing, isn't good at history. He's just good at boxing. He isn't probably good at speaking as well. He's just great at boxing. So you need to pick and choose what do you want to become great at. You can't become great at everything. You can become mediocre at everything. If you want to live a balanced life, you can't live a balanced life because you will be basically a mediocre version of yourself who is doing everything in a shitty way. If you want to become great, if you want to score high grades in your school like I did, you have to align yourself completely to that mission, to that purpose. You can't just think about doing extra things like I'll create content, I'll do that, I'll do X and Y and learn this coding language. You can't do that. You can't do all of it. You are a human being, and so am I, and you need to focus on one thing at a time. So, this is what you do, and this is what I did. I made a document. I defined three key areas of my life in the order of priority. So, number one would be work, number two would be my health, And number three would be relationships with my parents, with everybody else. Since my relationship is amazing with my parents, I put it at last. I just have to maintain it. Just like bodybuilding. If my physique was amazing, I just have to do 1 or 2 sets per week to maintain my muscle as compared to 15 to 20 sets per week in order to build it. So, in order to build my company, in order to build whatever projects I'm working on, I have to put everything into it. But once that project is completed, now I can just maintain it. Now I can just outsource the work because I'm making the money. This is how it works. Number one, work. Okay, it is very important. I need to work, I need to grow, and I need to build something of immaculate value. How would I do it? By aligning myself and giving it first priority in my life. Next, health. Okay, building muscular physique and being strong enough is very important to me. And I'll do that. I'll put all of my efforts into that. And that is it, nothing else. I won't reply to people on Discord. I won't do stupid things. I won't go out and party. I won't, because these things aren't in my essentialism list. You have to make a document, an essentialism document, where you define everything you want to do. Three things, three key areas of your life, and the work task within these three key areas of your life. That's how you do it. You can't focus on 100 things at once. And at the end, I would like to tell you one more thing. If these things aren't working at all for you, and you're just going from video to video, watching videos about procrastination, how do you stop it? Oh, do this tactic, do that tactic, do this strategy. It doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, if this video, everything I talked about, if it doesn't work for you, then this is the ultimate solution I'm going to give you. If you're unfocused, if you're distracted, if you're having depression symptoms, then the problem is not these things. These are the symptoms of the main root problem. And that problem is mental health, your bad mental health. You're living like an unhealthy human being. You see so many people doing so many different things. This is not healthy for you. You're not living in a healthy way. So you're obviously going to be distracted. You're obviously not going to be working on the most important things. You're not going to follow the things I talked about if your mental health is absolutely trash. In 2021 July time, my mental health was at all-time low. At this point of my life, I was already scoring good marks academically. I was doing great. But the problem was, I fell down. I fell in a rut. For months, I was watching Netflix shows and just addicted to different things. And at the end, I was having so many different problems because I was living in an unhealthy way. I had so many problems. I couldn't solve my focus. I couldn't solve me not working for 12, 13 hours a day. I couldn't solve none of that. Then I came to a solution. And the solution was mental health. I have a mental health problem. I need to fix it. How do you fix it? You already know. Live like a healthy human is supposed to live. Go out, socialize with people, look at the sun, go in the nature, meditate, eliminate everything, every social media. Go on a dopamine detox. Don't just listen to me, take action. Don't just think, oh, I'm going to do it next week. Nah, do it right now. If you really want to fix your life, if you really want to become a person who takes actions and initiatives, then you need to do it right now. If you want to fix your life, do it right now. Don't wait. There's no ROI in waiting. So do it right now. And I fixed it by 80% within the first 2 weeks. And you can do that as well. So here's how I did it. First thing in the morning, I woke up, cold shower immediately. Then cleaned my room, cleaned my desk, have an incredibly clean environment, optimize for mental clarity. I would meditate for 15 minutes. I would write down 1, 2, 3 things that I'm grateful for, aka gratitude journaling. Then I would go on a morning walk after gratitude journaling. I'll maybe do some breath work outside of my house. I'll interact with people because I had tremendously bad anxiety with interacting with people. So I'll just go and talk to the security guard or some random person out in the street. I'll say good morning and that is it. I'll look at the person in the eye because I had terrible problems with having and maintaining eye contacts with people. So I did all of these things. I socialized with people. I went out. I looked at the sun. I was in nature. Came back home and then I started working on something. I had a purpose. I had a mission and I did that. So that's a morning routine optimized for your mental health. And once you have fixed your mental health, these things will automatically be so much easier to implement, the things I've talked about, and your life will be fixed immediately. If you got value out of the video, I would urge you to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content and videos like this. I hope this video helped you and solved some of your problems. If you want me to make a video on something, then you can leave a comment down below and I'll look at it and talk about it. If you want to interact with me one-to-one and just get some advice, you can go and talk to me on my Discord profile. I'll have my Discord name or whatever the number thingy in the description box below. And I'll also link my Instagram below. And that is it. That's how you contact me and talk to me for more advice with addictions, productivity, all of these things. So thank you for watching the video. I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.